All right, so I was thinking to myself, what is something that you guys haven't seen in a little bit of time? And of course, the first thing that came to mind is Talahhata quartzite. So that's what we got here, just a big old tab of it, and really a lot of sand. And so I chose this piece because I don't know how much will be in it, but to kind of show you what this stuff looks like in boulder form, or at least some portions of it. Because Talahhata at its core is technically sandstone. So we gotta try to resurrect it from all the sand that's around it. So let's start back here. Again, a lot of this is just gonna be sand. It's like I'm at Panama City Beach or something. The best way to do it is to find some Talahhata and attack that Talahhata. That's usually the best course of action. So I found a little sliver here. So I'm gonna attack it. And that kind of gives me insight into what's going on at this point, and also gives me a good platform to run that I think I'll take. And catching up a lot of sand there. Go backwards. It's a pretty good little spall there. Isolate a tad more. Maybe shoot here. Ooh, that actually wrapped. That's a good sign. Let's see. All right, so looky here what we got. We got two pieces, two big spalls that just kind of collapse together. This one definitely has a good amount of Talahhata we can easily get through, as well as this big old tab. I'm seeing a good platform here. To get a good spall, put that in a box. Somebody will like that. And go here. And I got this material, again, I don't think I mentioned it, but from my buddy Jonathan Johnson. Now, John usually sells them in boxes, so I happen to get this from him personally. And so he usually ships stuff that's already bifaced out pretty much, or at least spalled out to a degree. So you won't have to worry with a lot of sand. But this just kind of gives you a overall look of what this stuff looks like. When it's cored up, or at least this variety. There's a couple varieties. All right, so it seems like we got a lot of sand up here, and we need to get under this tough area here, so might have to do some surgery. Uh-oh, we lost a pad. This one's my main support pad there. Okay, couldn't quite catch it there, so we're gonna go right here. And that'll allow us a little area to come back, famously called the zigzag. We're gonna go back. And now we have a better idea of what's going on in the stone. So we can kind of reduce it down with a little bit more wisdom now that we've figured it out. Okay. I don't mind losing length here because you kind of have to in this particular case. And that's almost sharp enough to just run a little flake off of. Okay. Again, a lot of sand on this particular side, so gonna knock that off. There we go, good flake. And this is just the prime time Talahhata right here. So we're gonna have 2 fairly big spalls and quite a number of little flakes to follow. Including that one. Uh-oh, now my little pad went and ran off on me. Let's shoot one across here. Again, I never know if it's a crossed with a T or a cross, but. All right, so Talahhata is known to kind of stall out, but it definitely took the flake. Yeah. There we are. So I want to try to address this cortex a little bit. I think it's fair to call it cortex. Even though it's sand. And again, this already blew off, so it shouldn't be need too much pressure there. There we go. And again, here. This could be caught in a couple ways, but yep, couldn't get it there, so let's try. Let's do this first. Kind of inching away at our sand. And eventually good opportunities will present itself. Like back here. Up here. This has to do kind of an undercutting job, so I don't know how it'll fare. Okay, it caught up to where we need to be. That's good. Yep. Now we got the room to blow that off. Perfect. And so now we got a good biface. From the sand to the beginning of a point. Now you just start doing what you always do. That's taking flakes. So hopefully this has been enjoyable. I know a shorter video. Maybe I'll take a quick peek at this larger one here. All right, because we still have that little pocket there, a huge bend that we got to get out. But still kind of the same process, just trying to get symmetry down. First, really trying to remove a lot of the sand. Now I have a strong feeling this will be kind of a thinner point, just because all of this back here is sand. I mean, the whole lot of it. Now, how I knew that is because of just how lightweight it was. And so it's fairly obvious to me that, oh yeah, it's just your typical old sand. And usually that's the way with a lot of materials. If it's a little bit lighter weight, you kind of question like, hey, is this good chert or is it bad chert? Is this what I want to collect, or is it probably just kind of dingy on the inside? But this one has plenty enough material in it to make it well worth it. And once you get a good platform, you take advantage of it, get good flakes along the way. And just try to remove all the sand. And it's a process, but me and Jonathan, that's just what we do. We love napping either way. And to me, it's always fun because it's like you're opening up a Christmas present. You don't know what to expect. You're just kind of having fun with it and reducing it till you get a good biface. So there we go. Quite a number of flakes, spalls, and one really cool looking biface. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Just a simple little video. But by the way, this bopper's from Richard White, if anybody's interested. He's on Facebook. All right, guys. Take care.